Hi, my name is Evan and I go to school at St. Joseph Academy in Walton. I love my school. Let me show you why.
Originally it was 4 sisters and it was 4 classrooms, and since that time it has grown. They put an addition on in 1985 with a library and the school hall and some additional classrooms and office spaces. And now we have 3 buildings. We have Waller Hall where the middle school students, music and art. We have the Mother Ellen Curran Early Childhood Center, and then we have the main building, which is kindergarten through 5th grade. We have daycare, so we have 2-year-olds to 13-year-olds. We have summer care. We have a 3-year-old program for preschool, a 4-year-old program for preschool. We have all-day kindergarten and 1st through 8th grade.
My favorite thing about St. Joseph Academy is probably the small class sizes and the sense of community, where everybody kind of knows everybody and everybody gets together outside of school, and everybody kind of knew each other before they even came here.
It's really nice when you walk in the door here that you feel it's real warm and welcoming, and it's a really nice environment for the students to learn, not only academically but spiritually.
At this school they teach you about God, and they teach you other things like math, science, reading, social studies, and grammar and phonics.
I'm very proud of my school, and I'm proud because our school is able not only to focus on academics, but we're able to put the Catholic faith in the center of our attention. And us as Catholics and Christians, we need to be able to learn that, and we need to be able to connect with God.
Because you might not always understand something if you go to CCD or things like that. So I feel like this is a great school if you're going to work on your Catholic education, and it also goes deeper into academics.
It's unique, I think, in the fact that the students are very fortunate to have the Sisters of St. Joseph of the Worker and to be exposed to the sisters and to what they bring to the setting, and that it is small and that we're able to get to know the students. With this just being my 6th year here, I'm beginning to learn families now, because in the middle school you get the upper end, you don't get the lower end. And so now I'm getting to know siblings, who belongs with who, and that sort of thing. So that's what's nice, is that it's small, it's a family. And that's what a lot of my 8th graders, when we talk about doing their biographies for graduation, is that it's family. They've been together since kindergarten, preschool, and so they grow like brothers and sisters.
I like the iPads. The iPads are great. It gets our school up to date with technology, so that's really cool. I like the chance to be able to have that and to be able to bring them home, like Edmodo. That's perfect for us. You get to do your homework online, quizzes, you get grades immediately back, so it's really fun and interesting to learn how to use them. I also like the electives. There's gym, computer, economics of sports, music, art, Spanish. My favorite's economics of sports and gym. Economics of sports is talking about the stock market, and my dad's into that, so I'm interested into that stuff.
So we spent all 8 years here, and during that time my mom was the art teacher. We were very involved, so we really enjoyed St. Joseph Academy and hanging out with the sisters and going to the convent and everything. So it was kind of more of a family atmosphere that they were looking for, and they definitely found it at St. Joseph Academy. When I heard there was an opening here, my mom of course encouraged me to come since she enjoyed working here so much. So it was the first place I applied before I graduated, and I met with Sister Elizabeth Ann and some of the other teachers, and I really was just hoping and praying that I would get hired here because I love the atmosphere. And for me, the biggest part, I did all my student teaching or tried to do it in Catholic schools, and the biggest part for me was being able to share my faith with all the kids and also be around teachers who shared the same faith.
It's a wonderful school, and
I would sacrifice just anything so that we could keep our kids here, because I think St. Joe's kids are special. They just have a special heart, and they're smart, and they're caring, and they're giving, and I notice that whenever I'm around other kids that aren't St. Joe's. Not to say they're bad kids, but just St. Joe's kids are special. And I'm happy to be a part of that. I'm happy my son is going to grow up in that environment, and I'll be sad when we have to leave.
The extracurricular activities have been fairly broad. We've done sports activities at several levels, and we've also done the monthly leadership activity, which I think is a great idea. We did play sports elsewhere before, and I was finally, my 4th grader last year said, I really just want to play basketball with the kids I go to school with. And it's been a good experience too.
It's a wonderful school. It's a rare school to find in this day and age because the nuns are actively involved in the classroom and in the students' lives every day. And you don't see that as much in other Catholic schools.
My favorite memory was probably in 2nd grade when we would go outside and help Sister Patricia Jean with the grounds, and we would plant flowers, water them. Occasionally we would plant trees, just anything to make it look better here.
I think the school also encourages lots of opportunities for community service, and that's important to us to raise well-rounded kids that go off into the world knowing that it's not all about them, but it's about serving others as well and taking their Catholic faith along with them.
Our goal is to get them ready for the next year, but it's also for life. We're sending them out into the world. They're going to have to get jobs. They're going to be parents. We want them to be good, moral citizens, knowing right from wrong and making good choices even after they leave us. So we have to set the standard and try to be a good example as well.
We work as one, and if anybody has a problem, we can talk about it, and we share experiences and to make everyone better. We want this school to grow, and all the teachers, we have such a wonderful faculty and staff here. We're so fortunate. Not everybody can say that, and that everybody wants to work for the students, with the families, and just to see when the families come for different events, it's just really, it's very nice.
Well, at one point we did leave the school. We went to a school closer to us, which was a good school, very nice school. But I could tell my 3rd grader missed the school here. And so I said to him one day, I said, you know, we could have some of the kids from your class come up to play at our house if you'd like from your old school while you're kind of transitioning to your new school. And he said, I'd have to have the whole school, Mom. I miss everybody.
Sister Margaret Mary has a wonderful music program. She dedicates a lot of her time and effort towards getting funds for the program so she can have a variety of instruments available for the kids to learn and to play on. My daughter, she's in ukulele club, which participates in that after school. So, and Sister's already got her interested in playing some of the other instruments. And you know, Sister's very dedicated. She wants to teach the kids about rhythm, and we've talked about in the past, since I'm the middle school teacher, we talk about meter and rhyme and some of the sound devices in poetry. And you know, she's doing an excellent job over there teaching them that too. So she really tries to reach across the curriculum, and it's not just music driven, but also in poetry and literature.
We live 18 miles approximately north of here. So we pass numerous schools to come to this one, and they're all very nice schools, but this school is separate for us. It's special, it's unusual, it's very much an unknown diamond to me. I don't understand how more people haven't found their way out here. It's just a nice setting.
We try to make sure no child gets lost, so we make sure we know our students and we know their strengths and weaknesses. We also want to make sure they have a very solid academic foundation that's going to help them as they get older. So in kindergarten and first grade, we'll break the kids up into centers. So there'll be a small group activities with an adult. A teacher will be with the students, making sure that they're getting what they need. And then in the second and third grade and fourth and fifth grade, we have something called an intervention block. So the students will pick a skill that the students need to work on. They'll be assessed at the beginning of the week. And then the second and third graders will be put into small groups based on ability. So some children will need extra help, so they will get extra interventions. Some just need a little extra practice, so they'll get the extra practice. And other kids have already mastered that skill, so they'll do an enrichment activity. They won't learn new activities, but they'll deepen their understanding of that concept. So we do that with literacy, and then we switch to math, and then we go back to literacy, and then math, and we do that all year. Make sure everybody's getting what they need.
I do feel like since we are a small school, our kids have more opportunities. Technology is integrated in the daily instruction through interactive smartboard lessons, iPads. Our middle school has a one-to-one iPad program, and with the extracurricular activities, if your children are interested in that, we have from robotics to academic team to basketball and cross country. So I am confident that every child can succeed here at St. Joseph Academy.
If you come out of this school out of 8th grade, guarantee you'll be smart. You'll know everything.
I love the family here. I love the little school, but the big family. I love the academics here. The teachers always keep me well informed. They're always telling me where my child has needs, and we practice, and they're very well informed, and they are always talking to me. I love the faith here, that it's practiced and it's celebrated. I love having that here. The school just has a warmth about it, and you feel like family here.
So if you're interested in becoming a part of the St. Joseph Academy family, come visit us anytime for more information.